Okay. Took me a minute to get on here. Got a little technical challenges in the background, so I'm here. So glad to be with you for another edition of Maximum Life with yours truly, Michael Norman. It's such a joy and a pleasure to be with you. So today, I'm going to get right down to business because that's why we're gathered here to learn concept, precepts, tech tools, techniques, and things that will help advance your business or your entrepreneurial aspirations, whether you're a corporate head or you're a solopreneur. That's, entrepreneur who works for themselves, by themselves. And of course, the idea is that you're going to grow and expand. So, that being the case, I want to talk with you today from a perspective of how to make your first $1 million. And it's all mathematics. It's all things are possible. Remember, first of all, first and foremost, all things, you got to believe this. You got to be completely sold on the idea that all things are possible. Everything. So before you even charge out to do anything, the Bible says, what man would go out to war without first counting the cost to see if he has the wherewithal to complete the task? So make sure that you're completely sold on the idea, first of all, that all things are possible, and then gather the intel necessary to ensure maximum success. Okay. And that's one of the reasons you're tuned in here today, so that you can get that insight and information that we provide for countless thousands of people all around the world. Just closed a deal over the weekend that I'm looking forward to them expanding and growing their business. And that's what we do. I do it for clients all around the world. Got something in my eye here. So we do it for clients all around the world and across the nation, and we can do the same for you. All you got to do is go to michaelnorman.net and check us out, or you can go to Michael Norman Ministries and check me out there. Send me a line at Michael Norman Ministries there. Okay. All right. So let's get into. I've got about 4, maybe 5 points I want to share with you. 5 things. 5 things. If you begin to adhere to these things, you begin to work the principles. As I say all the times, principle, they work. All principles work. Let me just get comfy here. So all principles work. Okay. So it's a question of you working the principles. If you work the principles will work for you. They never change. That's the beauty of a principle. It never changes, no matter who the person is, the situation, or the scenario. If you apply the principles will work every time, everywhere, all the time. Okay? All right. So that being said, I want again, how are you going to make that first million? And I said again, it's all mathematics. It's not a hard thing in terms of principles. Question is, how badly do you want it? Okay. How badly do you want to make a million? And I'm not saying that you have to be greedy or that you have to be egotistical or egomaniac and willing to do any and everything to get it. But there has to be a certain driving force in your life that propels you forward, that wakes you up every morning, that gets you excited about doing the work that brings you the potential millions that you can make. Okay, number one thing you've got to recognize is the number one principle. What talent, skill, or experience, or perhaps service do you provide or can you provide that helps people solve a problem? And this, I wish I knew this. I wish I knew this 30 years ago, maybe even longer, because it is so simple that it's profound. It's profoundly simple that if you find a problem and then you find a solution to that problem, people will actually compensate you for helping them do so. So that I think this is the most important aspect that most people don't appreciate. This is what I find. I do a webinars all the time. Pardon me, one more time. My eyes. Something I should have worn my glasses or something. But every time I do a webinar, these are some of the things that people tend to overlook because they're driven by what propels them, what impassions them, what gets them excited, and so they follow their passion, and there's nothing wrong with following your passion as long as what you're passionate about has an audience that can appreciate and patronize your passion. And so at the end of the day, you've got to make sure that just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean that everyone else is passionate about it. So again, that's the hard questions you have to ask yourself. What am I doing that is beneficial? That's first and foremost. What skill, what talent, what experience do you have or service do you provide that can help people solve a problem? And that's what we're in the business. As entrepreneur, you can ask everyone from Warren Buffett, well, not Warren, but from, perhaps because he's an investor, but you can ask anyone from Bill Gates to any other successful multi-billionaire, millionaire, no, I said Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, they solve problems. And the better you are at solving a problem, the more money you're going to make, the more successful you're going to become in any business, the more problems. So you can almost assure yourself success if you are willing to solve a problem. Go out into the community, go out into the world and discover what are the problems that they are having. What's that commonality? Because the more people who have the same problem, the more successful your business is going to become. Now, if you're in the business of selling ice to Eskimos, well, you're not going to be very successful because they don't need much ice. It's everywhere. It's on the ground. It's on the mountains. It's in the prairie. It's everywhere. That's why they call it the frozen tundra, because it's all ice. So trying to sell ice to an Eskimo is like trying to sell water to the ocean. You're not going to be met with success. Okay. So you want to find a segment of society, whether it's personal or corporate, find the problem. What's the biggest challenge? So for an example, on my last client, I helped them discover, they said, I love my business. I love what I do. They have a very successful business and they're excited about going to work every day. And so, I said, help me understand what's in spite of your love for the business and you look forward to going to work every day, what are some of the challenges that you face? And then it came out, I just need to acquire more customers. That's where the challenge is. That's where the problem is. Okay, so where can I help that business find more clients, get more customers? And so I prescribed a particular approach and principles to help develop and grow their business. It made sense to them. And as a result, they paid me whatever I needed to be paid and compensated to help that happen for their business. Now, it's got to deliver, of course. But what I'm saying is when you meet a problem, when you solve a problem, and I'm spending the most time on this number one thing because this is the first things are the first things. This is the first things. First, find the problem. Where is the problem? And then find the solution or provide the solution for that problem. For a dentist, if I'm having a problem with a tooth, let me go into dentistry and I can help solve problems with teeth. Okay. If I'm having problems in math, let me go into consulting as a mathematic instructor or math instructor or tutorial. Set up a tutorial school, a school where you provide tutoring for those who struggle in math. A science, I struggle in science. Well, start a science tutorial program. You know what I'm saying? So you, wherever the problem may be, I can't cook. Awesome. I'm going to create a catering service where you don't have to worry about what you're going to eat all week long because I will provide a single day meal. I got plans for an entire week and a menu of items that you can have different meals each night of the week. You're going to be able to have and enjoy a authentic cuisine each night of the week. And it's happening right now. You see it all the time. Matter of fact, we were clients at one time of a food company. They provided our food for the entire month. So it's prepackaged, it's frozen, it's real food. First of all, it's not off, uh, artificial food. It's authentic food. So what I'm saying, and I'm really driving down on this because I want you to get this, because this is what's going to make the difference in your business, whether it's going to be successful or it's just going to be a hobby. So again, find the problem and then provide the solution through your skill set. And if you don't possess those skills, then I would encourage you to go to school or find a way to learn those skills, and then again interject yourself into the community of consumers or businesses that can benefit from what you provide. This is the end all be all, because most people, I wrote this down. I heard this from another person, but I wrote it down because it was just that good. And this is what it basically says. The main reason most people struggle to solve their money problem is because they're only looking to solve their own money problems, not the money problems of others. Now, that's a whole bar right there. The reason most people fail in terms of their money, they're fixated on how can I get more money? I need more money. I need to make more money. I need more resources. I need more revenue. I got to get more revenue. And I understand that. That's the default for all humans. When we're low on capital, first thing we're going to try to figure out how to get more capital. So I get that. But therein lies the problem, because you're busy trying to get more capital, more money, without recognizing that if I solve more problems, then money will find me. I don't have to go looking for it, because if I'm solving problems that multiple people have, maybe millions of people have, such as the case with Bill Gates. Everyone needed a computer. Next thing you know, he's a multi-billionaire. It's no strange thing. Mark Cuban provided one of the first streaming services in the world, became a multi-billionaire because of it, because people wanted to be able to watch games. In his case, they wanted to be able to watch college basketball that were not being telecast in their local market. So he created a streaming service where no matter where your favorite team is, you can watch all of their games over the internet, of course. Became a multi-billionaire. Why? Because he's answering and solving problems. That's the challenge for all of us. So sit down, a little bit of homework. Take some time, sit down, and write out the problems that you can solve. What skill sets do you have that can solve a particular problem? Now, for me, I'm a musician. Most of you may know that, but I'm a musician. So maybe someone wants to learn the piano. I'm told, I'm not sure, I got to check the stats, but I'm told that one of the most successful videos on YouTube is how to learn to play the piano. So I got to investigate that, right? Why? Because there are people who want to learn how to play piano. I get it all the time. I've been a musician all of my life, and people are always asking, do you give lessons and that sort of thing. So I should have been on it years ago, but I just didn't want to do it. I wasn't into giving piano lessons. That wasn't my thing. So I didn't really pursue that. I could have, but I was like, nah, I'm not interested in pursuing giving piano lessons. Nothing wrong with it. And I probably should have done it. But again, find where the problem is and then provide the answers. Now, again, whatever, piano, cooking, coaching, whatever skill set you may have that you believe people will benefit and answer a problem that exists in a large market of people. Okay, make sure the more problems, the more people that have that problem that you can solve, the better off and the more successful your business will be. It's mathematics, right? If only 10 people have the problem that you can solve, then you're limited to 10 people. But if it's 10 million people, you're going to be a multi-billionaire. No doubt about it. You're going to be a billionaire. It's just that simple. Okay. So don't complicate it. Don't make it too difficult. Just take a moment, jot down 1 to 5, maybe 10, 20, whatever. However, the more you have, the better your odds of finding an audience that can benefit from your skill sets. Okay. Okay. Number 2, who are the type of people who have that problem? So, as I said, as a musician, there are those who want to learn how to play the piano. Well, those are the type of people I want to reach. If they don't want to learn how to play the piano, then I'm wasting my time trying to that's when it gets salesy, because sales shouldn't be about persuading people to buy what you want them to have. Sales should be about providing what they already want. If I'm thirsty and you have a water company or you have a water bottle, you don't have to sell me on the bottle. Just give it to me. I'm already thirsty. What do I owe you? That kind of thing. So again, who are the people that will benefit from what you can, who are the people, the problems you can solve? Who are they? Who are the type of people who have that problem? Whatever that problem is, and whoever possess those problems, whether it's individuals, some people have relationship issues. Some people have emotional issues in terms of I can't bond. I've had 3, 4 failed marriages, and I can't say. Well, I provide psychological insight, principles that I think that can help really root out and bring up those issues that prevent you from having successful relationships. Okay, so that's a large market. By the way, I wrote a book called 12 Things That Ruin Relationships, a guide to understanding when it's safe to love. I hope you can hear me. The lawnmower is going in the background. Hopefully it's not seeping into this broadcast. But nevertheless, I wrote a book, 12 Things That Ruin Relationships. Why? Because I knew that there was a market of people in the world, I start to say in America, but in the entire world, who have relationship issues, relationship goals, things that they're confronted with, whether it's how to maintain a marriage, how to divorce-proof your marriage, how to navigate a blended family. I'm bringing children into the relationship. She's bringing children into the relationship. How do we blend these two families together? So I knew there was a market for it. So I created a book that, and of course, you can go on Amazon and get your copy if it makes sense to you. But again, I provided a product that answers a problem. Okay? That's the whole idea. You've got to have something that answers a problem. It cannot just be something that you're passionate about. It's got to be something that relates to people where they are. It deals with the issue that they're confronted with, and it solves their problems. The more you can do that, the more successful you're going to be. All right? Just that simple. All right, that's number 2. Number 3 is, where are those people? Where are the people that you want to reach? Where are the people who have the problems that you can solve? Where can you find them? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitch. It goes on and on and on. X, wherever, LinkedIn. Everything that you see in society answers a problem. The laptop that I'm on answered a problem. The camera, I wouldn't be able to reach you without a camera. Okay, so someone realized, hey, you need a camera. This goes all the way back to the Polaroid days when, you take a picture and then you pull the little film out and you shake it until it, emulsifies and turns into an actual picture. This goes way, way back. But someone answered that problem. I guess Polaroid may have been the first to do it. Or maybe it was Canon. I don't know. But what I'm saying is they knew that people wanted to capture memories, vacations, weddings, ceremonies, important documents, whatever. They needed to have a means to capture it. And here we are, photocopy. Kodak, that's another one. I think Kodak may have been the first. So again, they found a need, provided everything around them. They provided an answer. Lights, cameras, laptop, desk, sofas, chairs, pots and pans. I've sold everything from pots and pans to insurance. People need pots and pans. Of course, it's not a great door-to-door today. I wouldn't advise going to, if you can't go to door-to-door in most cases now, because most communities are gated and they have HOAs that prohibits solicitation in their neighborhood. So you'd have to go online. That's a very important point right there. How to overcome obstacles. As you begin to go into business, how do you overcome the obstacles that exist within the context of your business? Because even though there's a market for it, there may be obstacles that exist that may be prohibiting factors from you reaching those consumers. You got to find a way to navigate a path that leads to the very people that you're wanting to service. Here's another reveal. When you talk about service, again, everything I do, I've gained by study of the scripture. So here's another principle. The principle that says, if you want to be great, then you must be the servant of all. That's a bar. Okay. If you want to be great, you must find a way to serve all. Why? Because the more people you serve, the more successful you'll become. And that's why I said earlier, most people fail in business because they're only fixated on the idea about how I can raise more money. I need more money. I need this. I need this. I need this. I need this. Somebody serve me. Somebody give to me. Somebody, serve me. Rather than flipping the script and saying, how many people can I serve? And when you discover that and you begin to act on that, that's when you're going to find your most success. Your greatest success is in finding a way to serve people. Now, that's even after you identify what it is you want to do, you identify the people who need what you do, you've identified where those people reside. Now you've got to get into the business of providing professional service in such a way that it served them on an ongoing basis. You got to do the things that you said you're going to do. You got to provide the things that you said you're going to provide. That's not only how you get in business, but that's how you stay in business. Okay? All right. Number 4. What are the products that you can provide that will help you expand and grow your revenue sources? Again, you've got to think in, what can I provide to the masses? What can I provide that has the potential to answer a problem? What can I provide that has the potential to answer a problem? Now, I can do it through various forms. I can do it through a book. I can do it through coaching. I can do it through live events. Now, I'm talking about coaching, one-on-one life coaching. I can do it through live events. It's a myriad of ways that you can accomplish reaching those people. I like one-on-ones. I love live events because I just enjoy that interaction. I enjoy interacting with the live audience. But this is cool. I can do this too. This is wonderful. I enjoy being able to reach people and provide insight and information that I believe will benefit and encourage and empower them to go on for success. So again, number one, what skill sets, talent, experience, or service do you have that can answer a problem that people have, either in their personal life or in their corporate life or in their corporate business? So you've got to be in the business of solving problems. Whether the problem is they're hungry, well, provide the food, of course. They're thirsty, provide the water. They're low on technology. They want to find easier, more effective ways to do business. Whether it's accounting, instead of using pen and paper or paper and pencils, you provide an automated application that helps to streamline their business, do all their accounting in a fraction of the time. There's a myriad of different things that you can go into. Mechanics, people's cars break down all of the time. People's cars needs oil change, maybe need painting. Everything you see in this physical world is answering a problem. They exist because there was a problem. They discovered that problem and they created a means to answer that problem. So number one, what skill set, talent, or experience that you have that can answer a problem? Number two, what are the types of people, or who are the type of people who have that problem? Okay, accountants have accounting issues, so they may have challenges. Okay, mechanics may have mechanic issues. I can't get under the car. Oh, I provide a hydraulic car lift that can lift the car up, and then now you can get up under the car without, having to squirm and do all the things you do to get up under a car. I don't know. All right. Technology. It could be as simple as a calendar, something that you can keep track of your daily activities, your weekly activities, your monthly or annual activities, things that you got to write down. I live by my calendar because now I be forgetting things. So now I got an app on my phone that keeps me in check. All I got to do is turn on my phone, look into my calendar, and boom, I've got all of the things I got to get done. It's all written down, and I got to get it done. And that way I don't forget. It's an app. Somebody invented that. Someone invented an app to go in your phone or your iPhone or your Android, and there you go. Problem solved. Okay? So again, that's number two. Who are the types of people who have the problem that you can solve? Number three, where are the people who have the problem that you have the answer to? Where do they hang out? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, goes on and on. That's where you're going to provide the most of your marketing. That's where you're going to do the most of your marketing. That's where you're going to do the most of your research. And speaking of research, before you even take off into providing, again, a particular skill set, like number one, finding the problem, investigate. If whatever you have, whether you want to write a book or not, whatever it is you want to do some research. Do some research and find out what's already in the market. There may be people already doing what you want to do. Now, I'm not saying steal their idea. I'm saying observe what they're doing and where they're having the most success, and find out wherever that success is. Then you tap into that resource and begin to extract for yourself as well. So don't just take off running. I said it at the beginning. What man would go to war without first counting the cost to see if he has the wherewithal to win the fight? Okay? Where are the people? Number four, what are your products, your books, your services? Again, you can develop books, ebooks, hardback, paperback books, but make them available. And so I did a little bit of mathematics. I didn't have time to get my book. I was looking for it, but it's available online. 12 Things That Ruin Relationship. It's available through Amazon, and this book has the potential to provide a certain level of income every month. Every month. If I pull it up, I'll see if I can find it here. I know it's in here. 12 things that ruin relationships. And there it is. My book. It's on Amazon right now. So this same book, depending on how much marketing I put into it, 12 things, you can go to Amazon and get it. That book, if I wanted to make $1 million off of that book, did the math. That book is on average $20. You can get it for less than $20 actually. But again, if I wanted to make $1 million off of that book, I need to be able to reach 500,000 buyers. 500,000 buyers makes me a millionaire off a $20 book. 500,000 buyers. That's a lot of people, right? So I gotta go national, global. Or I can create a product that costs $100, and all I need to do is reach 10,000 people. 10,000 people at $100. That's considerably less than 500,000. So 10,000 people. I'm sorry. What did I say? 50,000. I said five. $20 product. My book for $20. I need to 50,000. I'm sorry, 500,000. I'm getting my math messed up here. 500,000 people at $20 a piece. Or create a product for $100 and then find 10,000 buyers. So 10,000 from 500,000 to 10,000. I think that's a lot more doable, right? Or again, you find a $200 or $1,000 product at $100. I'm sorry, $1,000 product for 100 people. If you can find 100 people at $1,000 each, you're a multimillionaire. So it's mathematically possible. And where most people a lot of times fail is that they're afraid to ask for the money. They're afraid to ask or price their product in a way that makes it make sense for you as an entrepreneur. But again, take the time to provide the service, a quality service that people are going to talk in a positive way about you and tell their friends and tell their coworkers and other business consultants and friends about your business. That's how you're going to grow and expand. But again, use the mathematics. Provide something at $20, you need 500,000 buyers. Create a product at 100, you only need 10,000 buyers. Or create something at 1,000, and all you need is $1,000 product at 100 people, 1,000 people. Okay, and you could become a millionaire. It's mathematically doable. So take the time to do the math, and then you can go in, start and strategize how you're going to reach them, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on LinkedIn, or however you're going to reach them. And then, of course, price yourself accordingly. All right. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I trust you've learned something that will help you and assist you in your entrepreneurial journey. I'm here for you every week, right here, Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. Of course, you can check us out later during the course of the day. I would ask that you share, because that's how we grow the channel, okay? We're on YouTube, so make sure. And I really want you to help me grow the YouTube channel and expand that and grow it in a very significant way. So it helps if you would subscribe, click the like button, all of those things. You know what to do. You know the drill. Okay, do all of those things that will help us grow the channel. I'll be much more appreciative for you doing that. Okay, I'll be back tonight. I'll be on my piano in the back, in the other part of the studio, for Songs in the Night. You can join me tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got some music I think you're going to enjoy. Okay, until next time, stay blessed by the best. Blessings.